My name is Jake Grayson. I am a wildlife food forest garden designer, and today I want to introduce the Calm Garden. This really is. I haven't been doing much live streaming recently, really because I've got a lot of work on, and so the live streaming I do is normally about particular projects that I'm working on. So there's quite a few projects going on at the moment, and this is a really exciting project. It's about 3/4 of an acre field that the client wants to turn into a calm and meditative space, and it's so lots of kind of privacy, seclusion, and calm, and it's in East England, and it's kind of it's a very interesting spot actually. So there's quite a heavy clay soil, and it's ideal. There's you just got to look around at what the features are and what the climate's like and what the soil is like, and you get an awful lot of ideas about what you could do with a garden. So there's two things that I want to address today. Firstly, this is like a satellite photograph that I've done a screenshot of, and I've created the outline, and this is the field here, which you can see. What is fantastic about using CAD, if you've got any kind of projects that you're doing, what's fantastic about using CAD is that you can quickly calculate the area and it's just invaluable for working out where trees are going to go and how much ground cover you need and that kind of thing. And it's using a thing called polylines. So if you're into that, that's fantastic. So this is just over 3,000 square meters, which works out about 3/4 of an acre. So that's the kind of space that we're dealing with. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was, there's two main aspects to it. So I'll just switch over to an illustration that I've done. Now, because I'm working remotely, I have some photographs and videos from the client already, but I do need to get more videos and photographs. And the reason is, right, what you need to be aware of is taking photographs from different angles is really important, because that will inform the area. So there's firstly is you take a photograph of the different areas from different perspectives of different areas, but also the most important areas. And in this case, the client wants to bring the existing garden here, which has got a nice lovely maze on it, and they want to bring this garden into this garden and open it up. So what I need is views from this side at various points across the boundary, and what that space is there. So that's really important. The other thing for any project is, what are the views from the house? What the main windows that you're looking out of, the door that you come out of. So views that way, so views in this case east to west, and also the view when you come around the garden entrance, not from the house but you come around the side. What are the views there? What do you see first? And yes, and then looking back, a good clear photograph looking back at the house, just so I can see the features and to see the portion, the layout of the windows. Because what's kind of fascinating about a garden is how it relates to the house and how you use the interplay between the house and the outside space. So that's really vital. And then the other thing then for extending that is looking back from the field towards the house, and again at various points across these arrows here, if you can see them, looking back at the house, taking clear photographs of that. And when you're taking photographs, just a quick note, always use landscape, because you get more information in rather than portrait. Use landscape, and the same goes for video. If you're ever shooting any video, vast majority of the time, you're best to do it in landscape. And then again, so the idea is that we're looking at the views from the field through the boundary toward the house, and likewise coming into the field. I think the main entrance is here. What's that view as you're coming in? And then just a few points as you're going along from the middle back in, and then from the outside, and from various points around the outside, and also from the center as well. Those are just they're not so important generally, but that's the kind of thing. So you can see from the layout of the arrows what generally the most important areas are here. And here we're talking about the house and we're talking about the boundary. Those are the two, the intersection between those. The other thing, those are the yellow arrows. So those yellow arrows indicate positions and direction of the photographs. Same applies for the video. So just like a good video will show an area nice and slow, will show an area, and so it's good kind of general. In addition to it, gives you a good sense of the space. And then we have the blue arrows, and the blue arrows are indicating the dimensions. So just like the dimensions of the house, and then this length here. And using those two dimensions, I can quickly mock up the kind of correct measurements. So that's all I'm going to be doing today. So that's quite a lot of homework. But that's, yeah, it's great. So what I'm actually looking at here, it's really, really exciting because it's quite a big open space and the big open fields. So what you want to do is use windbreaks to protect from the wind, but also to provide privacy as well. So you want to, on the one hand, you want to invite people in going westwards, and you want a view west of the sun and let the sun in from the south, but also you want to provide seclusion from the north. You want to provide privacy and protection from the north as well. So, and it's quite an open field on this side. So on the southerly border of a garden, I'd generally use more than one. I'd use like a lower hedging, like 2 meter hedging, something like a dogwood or smaller. And then yeah, just have another break a bit further back to provide the windbreak. So that's a kind of general move, but you can see I'll get on to the flow of the garden in a future live stream. So there we go. Hope that's kind of interesting. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, catch up with you soon. Cheers, bye.